In this video, I'm going to show you how to become a better coach, as well as some tips and tricks on how to make money using social media as a coach. So if you're a struggling coach, you should probably watch this video. Or if you're a new coach, you should probably stick around too. Or if you just lost this, keep watching. Right, so first things first, who the hell am I and why the hell can I speak about this type of stuff? So over the past 3 years, I've started over 10 e-commerce brands, ranging from dropshipping to Amazon FBA to theme pages, you name it, I've tried it. And I've grown my dead Instagram account from 5K to 15K in a year, all organically. I've spent over 20 grand on Facebook ads, returning over 100K in revenue for these previous brands. I found marketing and content was my favorite. So rather than trying to learn A to Z of the whole business, I just figured I'd pick one skill, master that, and that was marketing and content. And here we are now. So I've got over 33,000 followers across all of my social media accounts, constantly booked out on my calendar. Now I do what I love for a living. I've been able to sit in rooms with people that I never thought that I'd be able to sit with, go on holidays, but most importantly, spend valuable time with my kids. Since leaving my 9-to-5 jobs, I've been able to help other brands market their brands through content marketing, help this brand go from 0 to 50K in like 9 months, which is crazy. Here's some more testimonials if you don't believe me. All right, so let's get straight into the source of why you guys came here. So starting from tip number 1, and that is niche down people. Too many people that I've worked with have a generalized coaching area, you could say. But until you know who you could help, what you can help them with, and how you can help them achieve that, number 1, you're probably attracting low-level clients. And number 2, you're probably attracting clients that you don't want to even work with. So figure out the who, figure out the what, and figure out the how. I have the saying that it's the more specific, the more terrific. So what problem do you solve? Who needs that solution? And how can you deliver that? All right, so that's my tip number 1. And tip number 2 is a sound operating system. So what does that mean? So when you are running your own coaching business, there's skills as a coach, and there's skills as running a coaching business. These two aren't the same, people. Running a coaching business is totally different to being a good coach. Let me put this in perspective. So if you're a personal trainer, you could be a good trainer, right? But are you a good coach? Are you a trainer that is well knowledgeable in movements or body compositions, etc.? Or are you good at motivating, supporting, etc.? Because those two things are totally different as a coach and as a trainer, right? So for yourself, there's two different things. You need to have skills as a coach as well as having skills in business. So let's go through skills as a coach first. You're going to want to have expertise in a specific area. Like I just mentioned, personal trainer. Skills as a coach number 2, you want to be an active listener. Another great thing is you want to be great at asking questions, because if you don't ask great questions, then you don't get great results. You also want to have good empathy skills as well as be good at holding people accountable. Now, for the business side of running the coaching business, you need systems in place that help you automate the back end of things so that you're not just running around scrambling while you're trying to onboard new clients, etc., etc. So this goes for invoices. So how do you have active invoices sending out to clients? If it is on a monthly retainer or if it is just a one-off, do you have that system in place to just copy and paste it for your service? And also, is there a system for yourself to keep notes clean for when you're on onboarding calls, or if you're on sales calls, or if you're on one-on-one coaching calls? Do you have a system to keep everything in one database? All right, so another thing to think about in your coaching business is there a place that you go to get constant updates around your business? Because if you as a coach are upskilling in your area, then why should someone come to you as a coach if you're the expert in your niche and you're just going off data that you experienced 10 years ago? Honestly, if you aren't doing this, then you probably shouldn't be coaching. But if you are serious about coaching, you need to be serious about learning. All right, so another system to keep in mind is setting that reminders for calls. So when you do have sales calls, if you do have one-on-one coaching calls, to have a system, an email system in place or automation in place for your Instagram, DMs, etc., etc. And another thing that you probably know by now is the marketing side of things. All right, so let's go to tip number 3, and that is having a well-organized client experience. Because if you have a well-organized client experience, it also helps you as a coach. So what does that mean? consolidation. Let's start there. Let's start by putting every single thing that you need to onboard a client, to communicate with the client, to have files together from the client all in one place. Let's stop going to this tool, let's go to that tool, let's go to this tool to get the result of one thing. Let's put everything into one place. Let's find a system to put everything into one place that your client isn't confused about, as well as you aren't confused about. So what does that mean? So for communication, you just use one WhatsApp channel, or your onboarding could be just one platform to help you with onboarding as well as your communication, as well as your files. There's definitely platforms out there that help you do all of this. But definitely figure out a system that is simple for yourself and your clients. The next thing is having clear processes and systems. So having a client management tool that is easily accessible for yourself as well as the clients. And that means all the information that you are providing the client, is it easily accessible for the client? Think about this. If you are running a course, but it took you 6 months to learn, double that, because your client is going to have a hard time learning if it took you 6 months to learn this platform. So go out there and find a platform that is so easy for your clients to process, but you to also put in that they can go through all the data and digest it easily. And the last thing that I want to touch on is community and support. So what does that look like for yourself and your clients? Is having a Slack channel, maybe having a private Facebook group, or even holding group calls to provide more value, to provide more support, because I fully believe that it takes 3 things to help you run a successful coaching business. And that is philosophy, so that's your mindset, that is systems, that is everything that we're talking about here, and the last one is support. Philosophy, systems, support. If you have all of those 3 things, then I can always guarantee you're going to run a successful coaching business. So support is definitely a must. So you want to have a channel that you can communicate fast and effectively with your clients. You want a group to have all of your clients all in one area to brainstorm and bounce ideas off each other. Or you want to jump on group calls to provide so much value to all of your clients. All right, so this is just a quick crash course on how you guys can go ahead and market your business online using social media. This is the same system that I plug and play with my clients, help them get to 10 to 50K per month in under 90 days. So first things first, people, if you run an online business and you're not online, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Attention is the new oil. It used to be oil, then it was technology. Now it's attention, people. And how do you get attention? Social media. So this is pretty much the whole system. So you need attention, you need to collect some data, you need some educational platform, and you need a conversion mechanism. So how do you get attention? Through an opt-in paid ads or organic content. How do you get data as well as provide education? You provide more value through your lead magnets, video sales letters, organic content, as well as putting people into one community group to provide more value. And how do you get the conversion is the offer at the end. So I like to push this across to people. You need to opt in, you need value, offer, OVA. So this might be the old way, this might be the way that you guys are doing through organic content marketing. So you spend hours a day creating content, you post on every single social media platform, even post on Facebook groups, and then you go ahead and DM anyone that likes your post, comments on your posts, and honestly, guys, this sucks. This does suck. But it does work. And you constantly produce new ebooks, new trainings, you follow up with 10 people 10 times, and you end up getting blocked. And this is where most people end up. They don't generate any income or much income, and they lose motivation to sustain their business. But this is the content maximizer organic system. So what you want to do is create short form content that generates attention that your market wants. Don't just go ahead and create content that you think works. Go out, figure out what your market actually wants to consume, rather than just go ahead and create what you think works. Right, and then you want to create a lead magnet that is crafted for the market, that is the educational value, which is where people will voluntarily ask for your program or your sales calls in your DM. So if you put a call to action in your video, say, hey, DM me 10K to get 10K per month, someone's going to come into your inbox with the keywords 10K. This is where you can start a conversation, figure out their problems, figure out where they want to get to, figure out if they want your help. Or if they don't want your help, just give them that ebook. But ideally, you want to put them onto a sales call and then collect the cash. And that's pretty much the organic funnel. Now, if you want to speed the process and put any ads into it, so this is probably the old way of running ads. So what you do is you run Facebook, Instagram ads to landing page for an ebook or free training. You get an email from that, which, by the way, is skyrocketing. So you pay, $15 to $30 per lead, and they end up either out of your funnel or they don't even watch the training, really, which in turn doesn't really lead to any book calls, or you're just spending all the time on email marketing that doesn't even work. Or the new way of doing things, people, is you run Instagram ads, providing value, low friction content that entices people to come to your page and to follow your account, which hopefully by now, if you've already started creating organic content, you've got valuable content on your page, you're running ads to your ideal target to come and follow your page, which, by the way, are hot leads for only $2 to $7 per lead. Then when they're in your funnel, rather than being in your email list, they're right in the platform that you guys are already actively on, that they are already actively on, and you can just hit them with their DM scripts, build that relationship up, figure out their problems again, figure out if they want your help, and then hopefully push them onto a call, which in turn equals money. So if you want the step-by-step action on how to implement this, or how myself and my team can implement the system for you as a coach, there's a link in the bio down below. Speak to you guys on the next video. Let's go.